The following broadcast is rated ESV PG. Parental guidance can be suggested. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ear, Shoulder, Voice. We're glad to have you here today. On tonight's episode, what we're going to be talking about, times are getting better for some people, but yet depression is still rising on there. We're going to have a special segment with Grady's Believe It or What, telling you about some weird news out there. The B-side with Anthony Taylor with some music, Couch Potato, what to watch on TV, and whatever you want to talk about on our open forum show. So all you've got to do is chat with us, call in, do whatever you need to, and be a part of the show. You guys ready to do this?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ear, Shoulder, Voice Open Forum. This is our second open forum show we've ever done. Our Wednesdays are still topic shows, but on Sundays, the show is all about you, whatever you want to talk about. If you got something on your mind, you need somebody to talk to, we're here for that for you. If you like what's happening, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow to Ear, Shoulder, Voice on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. We're on all of that right there. And live chat and engage us during the broadcast, and we'll respond to you live with any questions you have. You can also call into the show by going to earshouldervoice.com/join, and we'll be there for you as well. And you can either join by via audio or video and talk with our panel yourself. So anyhow, any way you want to do it, we're here for you. But of course, it's not just my show. It's not just your show. It's also our panel show. Everybody working together. So let's meet them. All right, our first panelist tonight, of course, both our next panelists were actually on our last week's Ear, Shoulder, Voice Open Forum, so we're glad to have them back. Please welcome Anthony. Anthony, what's going on?
How you doing, Keith?
I'm doing fantastic. I guess as fantastic as I can be. You know, it's weird. I'm getting back to work now, and, you know, of course, pandemic places are opening up, which is fantastic. But at the same time, it's weird because you have so much time off work, you don't always know what to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I don't know if I fully adjusted to being back to work yet. How are things going with you, Anthony?
Not too bad. Starting to get back into the swing of things. You know, being able to go out is definitely nice. Not just stuck at home. So.
Oh, well, hey, that's always good. You still got your music, too, and you get to go out for a change, which a lot of people, they didn't get to do, and they haven't gotten used to it yet. Some are still staying home because some still have fear. Some haven't adjusted back to everything.
Of course, yeah.
But we always have Ear, Shoulder, Voice. That's one thing we do. As well as our next panelist, please welcome Gabe. Gabe, how you doing? Welcome back.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, what's been going on in your life over the last week? Anything exciting? Anything new?
No, still more the mundane, just work and with the family, and that's about it, really.
That's it, just working with the family.
Mm-hmm.
How's the family life going? I know your daughter was going through some stuff, and how's that working still? I know you don't have much longer.
She's doing well. Yeah, her casting process is almost finished, and after that is done, then we're just going to be going back to the braces. So we're very happy about that. And then we celebrated my mother's birthday this weekend, so that was a good time. Yes.
Nice. What'd you guys do?
We just had a small gathering for her, and she's born on leap year.
Oh, so I did. Oh, yeah.
So
she's only what? She's younger than you now, technically, isn't she?
Right. Yeah.
I was like, that's got to be weird.
Yeah. So I can miss a birthday and not call her on that day and just say, "Oh, it could be tomorrow too." You know, and that way she can't blame me.
Absolutely. We got another panelist that's going to be coming on in just 1 second. We have two more. Here she is. I think she's here. Please welcome onto the stream, Jamie. Jamie, how you doing?
Hello, everybody. I'm good.
Hi.
It's melting up in Canada.
It's
So
melting. Yeah, you're already way up in Canada, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's good. So we're melting down here in Michigan too. It's like reverse this year. We're melting. I think Texas is still frozen over or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's.
I think the poles are shifting.
Something unique is definitely happening out there. So how have you been, Jamie? Jamie, this is your first live show. So we're glad to have you here.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, you have. So what's been going on with you, Jamie? How is in Canada especially? How has it been up there?
Right, I gotta cover that up. I've been working on this room of mine here.
You have doing
Got
what?
my little sound room.
Nice. So you
set
got
up my
everything
sound
going.
room. Like it's. I got blankets on the walls.
It's your own
And
little
then
private
I have
cubby.
my-
I like that.
Yeah.
I have my computer so I can do my voiceover. And now I
Nice.
can do my meetings.
All right, and
Except I'm myself, of course.
and not necessarily last, but not necessarily last, but for now he is. Welcome unexpectedly, Bill. Bill, how you doing?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. I have trouble with my laptop trying to set everything up. I like technology so much I could kick it in the pants.
Yeah, technology is amazing. We haven't. So everybody's here right now. I want to remind everybody, no matter what topics we're talking about here, you can feel free to chat about anything you want. So just go to the chat, ask us any questions you want to ask us, and we'll respond to it. Doesn't have to be about the topic we're currently talking about. We're here for whatever situation we bring up. Otherwise, we're pretty much just giving you filler, because that's what we do, unless we have personal issues, which a lot of us do sometimes. And
I think everybody
oh
does.
God, Jamie, you froze on the most creepy face for a second. That was yeah, the bright light. Okay, and Jamie's gone. So that was a really quick show. Thank you. We'll get her back. So everything is kind of improving around places. Some people see this improvement, but they've got a vaccine rolling out now. People are getting back to work. Yeah, they've got multiple vaccines rolling out. People are getting back to work. People are getting to go out more often and stuff. Yet depression is still rising. Why do you think that is?
Shell shock, I think.
Shell shock, you think?
From it's
Paranoia
definitely-
from the media.
Well, the media can be part of it, but just like I'm saying, people are still going out. People are still doing stuff. And they're finally getting to, they haven't in such a long time, but people are still feeling depressed and lonely. How long do you think it's going to take for people to get back to that mode of just enjoying life?
I mean, it's the creature comforts that sort of get you back into that mode, Like Anthony was saying last week, just sort of those things opening up like karaoke and stuff like that. Having a list of things that you can do as opposed to just one or two, it opens your mind and you start sort of getting past all of the traumatic experience that we've all gone through for the past year and few
Yeah,
months.
it takes. I'm not adjusting well, honestly. Like I said, I'm glad to be back at work and I'm enjoying it, but I haven't fully adjusted to it at all. I'm still wondering what's going on. Jamie's in and out. That's okay. We'll get to her. Periodically, everybody's got issues sometimes with their internet or connection, so we work with that. But I'm still at home. I'm finding myself not finding anything to do, nothing to...
Okay, so I'm gonna go boot up on my computer. Okay.
All right, we'll see you in a minute, Jamie. All right, so how is anybody else still, like, reaping some of the effects of the pandemic?
Well, I've been reaping the effects. My daughter has restricted me that I cannot go to any AA meetings, all right, because of this pandemic. Everything I have to do involving AA, church, or whatever has to be online. So I feel like I'm, kind of in a box. I'm not used to that.
That's what I mean. Some things are opening, but some things still aren't right now. And yeah, having to do everything, doctor's appointments, some are still doing them online, which I still, for the life of me, can't fucking figure out a doctor's appointment online. What can you check? I still haven't caught that. I guess to find out if you have any issues. So your AA meetings are online. Do they work the same for you, Bill?
Yes, basically they do. We all get a chance to talk and everything, but it's just not like not the same as being in a group. I get to see everybody online. You only have so many squares on a screen, and
That's true.
so
Is there a big group difference?
You have to.
Is there a big difference? I mean, a lot of times
Is there
when
a
I see
big
AA
difference?
meetings,
Yeah, because
as far as the number of people.
it depends on who's running it. Okay, I went to one where originally, when I first went on there, it was like 4 or 5 people, and I thought this is it, and then it just gradually started filling up.
Hi,
Some
Danny.
they fill up right away, so it really depends on where you're going. One, I couldn't even get in, so
Gotcha. I want to bring really quickly for Jan. Jan says she's here. She wants to join. Just the best thing you can do right now is to call in, is to go to the earshouldervoice.com/join. earshouldervoice.com/join. You should be able to join from that if you need to, Jan, and we'd love to have you on here if you do. All right, so your AA meetings affected. Anything else been affected lately? Going out, enjoying any time with somebody? Oh, Danny says she loves her online AA meetings, but agree that in person it is more personal. Now, I thought the one thing you didn't want in AA meetings is like the personal thing. I thought it was kind of you didn't get personal with people a lot of times. I mean, don't you speak broadly
no,
to
it's
the
very
group?
personal.
Okay.
It's very personal. I mean, it is personal in the sense of being in a group. It's all personal. We don't go out in the street and blab everything. Did you know so and so did this? La 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 la. But
400 people, Danny.
we
Wow.
all trust each other. And those that don't trust, they don't say.
Hi, Angela. Welcome to the show. And Jamie's back, hopefully for a bit here. Don't forget, no matter what we're talking about, you can feel free to
Okay,
bring up any
so
topic or anything that may be bothering you,
I
and
have
we'll be here
very
for
bad
you.
internet. I apologize. Now
That's
I'm
okay.
hooked up to the internet.
That's okay. So I was
This is
asking
better.
you as well. You hear me, right?
Except for some reason you're so quiet.
I didn't think so because I was talking over you. I didn't think you were hearing me right now. So what about you, Gabe? What has changed for you?
As far as coming out of the pandemic,
Yeah.
there's just I'm looking forward to spring for one thing. It's a lot more hopeful, sort of getting out of this winter
I think I'm still playing with my settings.
with the prospects of the
Hi,
vaccine.
can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I just can't hear you. It's my mic or my speaker. There, now I can hear you on my stereo.
All right. Sounds
Hopefully
good.
we don't bounce around with all that sound.
All right. So, Gabe, go ahead. You were saying?
So the
You're really quiet on there.
So the prospect of getting back to at least a
Looks funny because I'm like looking in one spot and
Hold
not
on
the
one
other.
second. Hold on one second, Jamie. All right. Go ahead, Gabe.
to a small percentage, of normalcy, I think, is definitely good. I'm looking forward to taking my family, to the zoo and things like that, just to
Hopefully
sort
by
of get
summer
back
we're
to
going to
it.
get all that.
Yeah, and it's, any little piece that we can grab is, I think, is good. For
So,
sure.
Jan, how you doing, Jan?
I've been better.
You've been better. What's going on?
I've been at Sheena's for almost 3 weeks now. I had a little mishap at home. I was getting stuff packed ready to come over here, and I went to go get up, and I put my fist on the computer desk. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. So I put my forearm on it, and I went to get up, and my leg went out from underneath me. The top of my foot went on the floor, and my other leg went on top of that, and I had to pull my foot out. And hence, I ended up going to medical city. Sheena took me, and I ended up pulling all the ligaments and tendons in the top of my foot.
Oh no. Are you feeling
Oh, my
better a
gosh.
little bit?
So the only thing they could do is give me some, which I take already, ibuprofen for the pain, and just keep my foot elevated. So I'm getting around better. I'm still using a walker.
That's
I
good.
couldn't do it at home because, as my husband says, he couldn't even pick me up off the floor. I had to crawl to my bed and get up. And he says, well, you're going to have to go over Sheena's because I can't and don't know how to take care of you.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm hopefully Sheena can. Sheena does a lot for you. Sheena's your daughter, correct?
Yeah, she's doing great. She's given me a couple showers already and been waiting on me like a good daughter.
So how long ago was this?
Almost 3 weeks.
almost 3 weeks. So you're just you got the walker now, but you're still trying to get through. So
Yeah.
we were just talking about things opening up and getting able to get back out and do things, and you seem
Yeah.
to got put right back in the seat somehow.
Yeah.
So
But
how are you
there's-
killing your time?
Well, am I killing my time?
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching movies, I'm playing games, and I'm making baby blankets.
That's cool. So you do a lot of crocheting to get through it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So-
That's cool. Can you make me a blanket? Because it's cold up here in Michigan. You're down in Texas, correct?
Hey, I'm not taking it from Michigan, okay? It's for down here. Yeah, this is my second one I'm making for somebody down here.
Well, that's good. That's really nice of you to be able to do that, and hopefully,
Yeah.
they appreciate it as much as I would when I get
Yeah.
mine in the mail, right? Because I'm going to get it.
Yeah, when it first happened, I couldn't even put my foot on the floor. Sheena and Jay had to carry me into the house.
Oh
I
my
couldn't
gosh!
do nothing. And now I can stand on my feet. And every day there's a new spot that hurts. And I told my husband, I says, I cannot come home until I'm 100% because I have to do the housework. I have to do the dogs. I've got to be there for him when he needs help because of his illnesses.
So you've got a huge. Good job. You've got a huge thing going on right now. I mean, you've got everybody helping you out, which is good, and that's just a big downfall to happen. But hopefully, it'll be it'll heal up in time, and you'll be back on literally back on your feet in no time. I want to say, which I hope. Anybody out there, how have you been constructing your time? Has there been any issues going on with you that you want to talk about? We're here. We'd love to discuss it. Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Anthony. So, you just look so cool and calm over there right now. Anything good happened to you this week? Anything exciting? I already asked if it's been hard. Has anything good happened?
Yeah. The other night, we've got some guys in from Germany that are over here for work, so we all went out to dinner. That was a good night.
That was really
nice
good
to be able to go out with a group of people, and some of the guys I hadn't seen them in years, so it was nice to see them again.
It's easier to give people something to do now too. Have they come over during the pandemic? Did they come over at all? I know it was a lot harder, but
no, it was almost impossible for them to come over during everything.
Because work-wise, sometimes people still have to charter for work, so they still have to fly in and out. And I find myself, I like to entertain people, and I don't know what to do. I can't take anybody out. I couldn't take anybody. I couldn't get anybody anywhere at all. And I really wanted to get that. Jamie is, missing again. Okay. So on top of that, and anybody else, anything good happen as well? Those while we're on here? Nobody had...
Sheena's starting a new job, too.
What's she doing?
The place where she was working at, apparently they went belly up. They were $80,000 in debt. So little by little, they're getting the people out of there. And she's probably going to be there until Wednesday or Thursday. But she already has another job. She found another one already. So she's going to take till the end of the month off before she starts a new one.
Well, that'll be good. That'll be nice to take that little break, too. Just like you used to take those gimme years in school before you go to college.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. You need that break. You definitely need the break. We've all had a long break, or a lot of us have had a long break, but some of us are continuing to work. I was saying some of the good things are happening that is throwing me off. Apparently, they've approved another round of stimulus checks, which should be good for a lot of people in the United States. Yes. But question is, for Jamie over there, is there any financial aspect that your government helps you out with? How does that work over there? I'm curious.
Well, either you have to qualify. It's the Canadian Emergency Relief Benefit. So you have to have made a certain amount of money, and that there was this big kerfuffle over net and gross. It's Google it.
So it's well, that was informative, but no, it is.
It works for most everybody. If you've been lost your job because of COVID, you qualify. Yeah. You have to have been working. There's things that you check off when you go online and apply, and it's helpful. I get $900 a month.
Okay, well
it's $1,000, and then there's the $100 for taxes or something. You pay taxes on it after. So all the help, last year it was kind of a different one in the beginning, and then they switched it to a different name, and
But still, it's still basic
it
help
still
during the
helps
struggle.
people. Yeah, it still helps people. Now they have ones for rent for businesses that are struggling to pay their rent. You know, because it's like, especially in Alberta, things are picking up again. You know, because of the transportation and everything. Lots of stuff happens through Edmonton because Highway 1 comes through here.
Hmm.
So it's picked up, and people are using CERB and stuff less and less. So
I got
I
you.
don't think they're going to have it. I think it's only until June, maybe now.
Well, that's still an extension. That's one
Oh,
thing.
it's wonderful.
I was talking about, because in the United States, we do get that stimulus, and I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't even care. Just because if you add up all the stimulus they've given us over the entire thing of the pandemic, we've gotten $3,200 total for the 12 months so far that everybody's been out of work and everybody's been home, and that's less than a lot of people make in a month. Easy.
But you also have to account for the additional unemployment that they've been adding to.
But
right?
you have
So-
to be unemployed for that, like, completely. There's certain aspects, like my brother was one who was working for IKEA, and his employment dropped drastically, but not enough for him to qualify for the unemployment.
Really?
Now I look like
Yeah.
a smurf.
Because I thought there was for the additional time and still get it. So if you weren't working, if you weren't working a full 40-hour work week because of COVID, you were still able to get that, at least the federal portion of the COVID relief.
I don't know exactly how, where it dropped or what it was, but I know he said he couldn't get it at all. And I was curious about that. Yeah, but for some of us it has. And the unemployment has helped a lot of people. I've been grateful for that myself, but it still doesn't compare to what we make. But it has been helpful, and I appreciate that. But like I said, a lot of times it doesn't excite me anymore, and I'm still like, when is this going to end? When is it going to be over? And I'm constantly fighting people on both sides of wearing masks and not, because I work in the bar and all that. Mm-hmm. And bars are very unique with that. Does anybody else do the bar thing right now? Has anybody been doing it?
I have not.
No, but I do the restaurant thing, and it's kind of hard. Before you have a line, people now you got a bigger line, and they have seats so far apart, and you have to wait your turn. It gets crowded real fast, so it's more time consuming to go out and eat, and I can't, going to the store and that, you've got lines and you got to be so far apart from each other, and it becomes a hassle. My glasses steam up, can't see where the heck I'm going. I'm sitting there walking in the store like a blind man. I mean,
right?
They're dropping the mask here on March 10th.
Oh, they are down there in Texas?
Yeah, they're dropping the mask. We're supposed to open up 100%.
Yep,
And they said,
that.
the governor said that as long as the numbers stay down, we can do that. But they start going back up, they're going to put it back.
Yeah, it's definitely a state thing that it's been different in every state out there. Some states are for it, some are against it. We got Allie says... Allie says she's been to a happy hour. It's packed and no one cares about a mask. And Allie here is in Michigan as well, I believe. And that's been my big thing, is it puts people in a really bad situation, because people who want to wear a mask get afraid to because nobody else is and they can get ridiculed, and then vice versa. If you have a place where everybody's wearing a mask, you cause the problem with the people who don't want to wear a mask, because people are so polarized by it. It's insane. We had 3 unexpected panelists on here, which I'm glad to have you, Bill, Jan, and Jamie. But here is the 4th planned panelist. Welcome, Millie. We miss you.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hi.
Good. Sorry I'm late.
Hi, Millie.
That's okay. That's okay. Bill, Jan, and Jamie were here to fill that gap. We didn't expect it, but here they are. Love to have it. So, Millie, what's been going on in your life lately?
Not a lot. House hunting?
House hunting. Yeah, you're getting ready to head over to New York, aren't you?
Yeah.
So are you looking forward to that?
June, July. Mixed feelings, because I will miss all my friends here a lot, and I really like the area here, but what it is. I know that's part of my husband's job, that we have to move sometimes. So, and it's always nice to meet new people. So,
Yeah, but you just don't forget the old ones,
oh, of course
because we're
not.
still here. We still we still love you, Millie. And you do choir and everything like that, and you've been doing a lot of that lately. His
Yeah,
singing
'cause
really helped.
oh, for sure.
I
you
know you've
kidding me?
sang for us on this show before, actually.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that's kind of what
beautiful.
kept me going through everything, is being able to sing.
It's good. How do you feel about everything opening back up right now, Millie? Do you feel things are actually getting better?
Um, I feel it might be a little premature, um, personally, but just because I think we need more people vaccinated before, that's a real smart move. But
I partly agree with you because everybody's going one extreme to the other. We either want it
yeah,
to be open packed and everything. It's not like we're going to gradually do this. Open everything up
yeah,
or don't. If you do it by percentages, we're mad. If we're not, we're mad. It's just nobody
I
can be
know.
happy. And I hope that we are on the tail end of a lot of this. I really do.
Yeah,
I think
I
we
do
are. I
too.
think things are improving. Angela here says bars have started open there, but they can only serve alcohol till midnight. Ours are currently till 11 o'clock right now. Angela, I'm trying to remember because I'm doing all. You're in North Carolina, I believe. Is that correct? Uh, so yeah, like I said, every state is doing it differently. We've got Texas that's totally going to be Texas is going to open everything up, and then you've got other states that are still keeping it sealed down. But as long as people start to get out there, I think they're going to have fun. I think they're going to enjoy it. One thing about having this downtime, though, Allie says to Angela that they're only open till 11 as well, and that just happened till midnight. And yeah, South Carolina for North Carolina was whatever I said, but that's right, yes, sir. I don't even remember anymore. I'll get it. One of the good things, of course, having this time off, you can always, find new things. You can find new things to do. You can find stuff like, I don't know, new music, new news stories and stuff, which we got little segments we do during the open forum. We don't have anybody talking. So let's just start it out right now with Anthony. We're going to talk to you really quick. Anthony, you specialize in like music and stuff, and
Well, if you want to call it specializing, yeah.
I can call it what I want. I'm the host.
That's
So you
true.
specialize in music and all that. Yeah, it was just really quick on that. Angela's last month was 10. We were 10 until Friday, actually. This last Friday, we went to 11 on there. So let's do the B side with Anthony. All right, Anthony. So tell us.
Smooth, jazzy intro. That's
the way I
definitely
like it.
it is definitely an NPR intro.
So what
right
have you
there.
discovered? What have you discovered as far as it comes to like music and stuff out there? Because you find things that nobody else does, that nobody ever sees, and sometimes that's really cool. You find some really interesting stuff.
Yeah, I like to, just go on, YouTube and Apple Music and kind of listen to all of that. And one of the things that I always like to go back to is the Mahogany Sessions.
Mahogany Sessions.
Yeah, on YouTube. It's so pretty much artists, they go to different areas and they play like stripped down versions of their songs in an acoustic setting, and it's really nice. Yeah, it's
Are they the originals? Like the original artists are doing their songs, or somebody else is doing them?
sometimes it's original, sometimes they cover other people's songs. It just depends. There's a little bit of everything on there. One that I really like is Jacob Banks covering "Say Something" by Great Big World,
Yeah.
and it's just him and a piano and like this really nice, I don't know, like a cathedral kind of.
So it's the
sounding-
Mahogany Sessions.
Mahogany Sessions, yeah.
That sounds like a good horror movie too. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Or soft porn.
Or soft
like-
porn. It could be that too.
The
But
Teskey
maybe we could
Brothers-
take some of that smooth music and put it to porn, and then we have perfect mahogany porn
I think you might be
on there. Well,
honest.
that's really always interesting because I like to find new music and stuff I haven't discovered, and I think every Sunday you're going to give us something new to listen to and something to direct us to.
I'm gonna try.
And I appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that always on here. All right. So, anybody else do anything else that's been anything on their mind? Anybody struggling with anything at the moment?
I always wonder if this COVID shots, if it's going to be like the flu shot every year thing, or is it going to actually go away?
I don't think it's going to be every year. It may end up being something where it just goes in the regular flu shot that you get so
Yeah,
you can voluntarily get it.
I think it partially depends on too how fast it mutates.
Right.
Yeah.
If we can get more of a herd immunity, that's less likely to happen. But the more it's allowed to run rampant from person to person, the more chance it has to mutate, which would mean then we might have to get it more often if the vaccine that's currently out doesn't cover those mutations.
Right.
Yeah, so that would be something we'd have to take it repeatedly as it mutates.
Is my
Yeah,
husband,
so
he's
only
going,
time's going to tell, really.
What about your husband, Jan?
he's going for a second dose on Monday. And when I had to go out to Dallas or something to get it, and we were in the truck, and he's, you going to stay in the truck? I goes, yeah. He's, you're not getting a shot. I goes, no, I don't want to. And he says, okay, well, I would. And he left and went and got the shot. And then he had to wait till he could find an appointment because everything was being booked. And his specialist said, just keep looking, look every day, look at every. So he's getting his Monday. And I chose not to.
You chose not to. Is this something you're planning on doing in the future, or you just don't want to get the vaccine?
Don't want to.
And
too
that's
soon?
fair.
You just
That's fair. See,
wait.
I'm
I
okay
don't
with
either.
that. Over the mask, I'm okay with that choice because that is something different. Where if you want, take the vaccine, and then you're protected from people who decided not to take it, like anything else.
I mean,
So I
maybe
think-
if it gets mandatory, I might think about it. What they're going to do to you, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be mandatory. I think they're relying on most people just doing
more,
it.
More so, if
voluntarily.
it becomes mandatory, it would be only certain groups. Like they might make it like the
Like
military,
healthcare
for
workers,
instance,
military.
has certain things they have to have anyway that are mandatory. It might become one of those, or healthcare workers have certain shots they have to take. It might be rolled in with theirs.
That might be one of the
Like that.
cases on there.
Yeah.
They would go crazy in Canada. Right now in
would?
Canada, everybody's like, no, we have rights. Like,
Oh, don't worry, it's no
Mhm.
different here. It's no
I know.
different here.
We have that too.
No.
I guess Alberta's like Texas.
Alberta's okay. Okay, so that helps.
We're the
'cause I know-
rednecks.
You just called Jan a redneck?
Well, when you're in Canada and you think about down in Texas, that's the redneck spot, on that side of the country to everybody growing up in Vancouver when I was a kid.
Angela says she was just eligible for the vaccine because she works in agriculture. So it's weird how they're opening up. I'm waiting for it to open up because I plan on getting it just because I work around everybody.
I'm amazed at how many people you guys have had shots.
Yeah, there's.
I haven't
it's-
yet. I'm not eligible yet, but my
Yeah,
husband
same
is
here.
because he's in the military, in the Coast Guard specifically, and law enforcement. So
I gotta find out about the
that's why he was
military.
eligible.
Our
Yes.
doctors are getting the shots right now, and everybody 75 and older is what just started here.
Yeah, Sheena has to get hers on, what is it, Wednesday or Thursday, I think she said. But she
My
has
God
to
is
get
on
it
base, so.
because she's working medical, so she has to get it.
Yeah, I'm still
Okay,
waiting.
that's-
I'm curious to see how that goes. It's strange because at this point,
Yeah.
from a lot of what I'm seeing, it almost seems like it's about who you know
Allison
in a lot of
says
situations.
that she's been an essential worker since day one but can't get a shot yet. What do you do, Allison? They're just curious. Get back to us. I'm curious how it's all going to work out too. I think it will. I think people
I
are gonna
wonder
do the
how
right
it's going to
thing.
work out with the. I wonder how it's going to work out with the auto industry because you work on a line, you work side by side. Is the company going to make it mandatory, and is it going to clash with the union? There are all sorts of questions that can bounce around there, And there's going to be people reluctant to come into the plant if other people won't take the vaccination. So
See, I don't see that fear because I think if you get the vaccination, you wouldn't worry about other people that didn't because you're vaccinated against it.
But you
the
can bring it
vaccine
home.
doesn't- Yeah, the vaccine doesn't mean you can't. We don't know yet
Spread it, right?
if you could still spread it. There's
Well, I'm
still
saying
possibility
as
to
things
spread it
open
and
back up, not
still
like
get it.
immediately, because we're still learning about it right now. But I mean, as it opens up and we find out successfully, you're going to be more comfortable. If you choose not to get the vaccine, then you choose not to. Allie says she works in a medical facility. They have doctors and patients for work, kind of auto accidents and stuff like that. So yeah, work compensation, auto accidents. So yeah, you're definitely an essential too. And I think you were talking about some people are forced to. I do think people in the medical field, that's a good idea to do, just period. First of all, for their own safety.
Yeah, most of our doctors and nurses all have theirs now.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's still more besides. We talked actually a lot of pandemic. I didn't think we were going to really do that, and a lot of vaccine. And I was doing it just because this show often addresses things to do with mental health. And I was talking about my depression going down. And, it rises back, but it goes really quick. Like, when it first hit, it took me like 2 months to enter a depressive state. And now it takes me like 2 hours. Which is weird. Like,
I've been
I'm
struggling
perked up.
with it myself too.
Yeah, and I don't understand because I've always thought of myself as such a happy, get over it, brush it off my shoulder type of person.
But it's all chemical.
It's all chemical, but I'm stuck with those chemicals right now. So
We all are. We all are.
Yeah.
So that's how you try to improve those chemicals. That's why the medication can help with chemicals. But you can make happy chemicals by doing laughing yoga, making chemicals by laughing and having emotions is
That's why I sing, because it does that same thing. It creates that same.
Dopamine.
yeah, and that's why when I get to work and I start entertaining and doing stuff, it pumps me up and it's not gone.
I'm an entertainer.
Well, so am I.
hear ya.
Yeah.
I hear ya.
And it does, but when I leave, I'm finding it doesn't take, usually by the next day, if I'm not working, it takes very little to trigger me down to that point. To go and things are just not working out, what's going on, and I feel right back. It needs to take a long time for that to happen. So I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm fucked up. And
Everybody
Join
is.
the club.
Oh gosh.
Join the club.
I have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. So I spent most of my time in mental health, helping people, just because I have my own mental health from when I was a kid. My dad died when I was young. So that really stressed out my brain. So I don't have the right chemicals. So that's just life, right?
Yeah.
And right now adding stresses, those chemicals are messed up. So it makes it harder. But having a medical background now, I really
it helps you
benefit.
adjust to it and helps you understand a lot of it.
I help a lot of people.
You can. So you do, and I know that I'm not the only one that goes through this thing where I'm getting depressed really quick, and some of the advice you gave was really good, which is right. Do something that makes you happy, and endorphins are your best friend in the world. They really are. Do something that releases it, good exercise, laughing, singing, entertaining, something that makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
What other advice would you give to people, though, in that situation, Jamie?
Gosh, I wish I had a bicycle. Otherwise, I would go walking. Go walk around in the fresh air. Yeah, like here it's just getting warm. So walking. I can't run. I can't exercise like that. I hurt my knee at work and my hip and my back when I was 16. So I just do things very carefully. It's really easy for me to fall into my depression because everything hurts. All the time.
Oh, that's part. I don't know how old you are, but I'm telling you right now, that's just part of aging for me.
No, yeah,
it takes
right?
me 20 minutes to get out of bed now, and that's not 20 minutes from when I wake up. It takes me about 2 hours from when I wake
I'm
up.
44.
But 20 minutes.
I'm not embarrassed to say how old I am.
I am, so I am not going to say how old I am.
We feel it.
Allie says she bikes all the time, and
Good.
does that help you a lot, Allison, out there to get through it? Exercise is really important, and getting outside, whether you're just going for a walk, outside alone is so important. Even if you just stand outside or sit at a park or something, it's
That's
very
why-
important to you. Gabe's having some audio shows right now.
Kids got to go play outside.
I just want to get back to my yard work.
Yeah, I'm in my garden. Actually, I got all my seedlings in. That's my happy place now.
So you want to get back to yard work?
Yeah,
Isn't it like never ending in Texas? 'Cause
that's
it's like
why I like
typically
it.
warm all
That's
year
why I
long.
like it. That's why I like it, because I'd rather be outside doing yard work than inside doing housework.
I kind of get that actually, because when I get more energy to do it when I'm outside versus being inside.
Yeah.
And inside it's overwhelming sometimes. Just looking at all this stuff.
Especially when your husband don't do nothing.
If I had one of those.
Well, I don't have that problem with my husband because, well, I don't have a husband. But
But yeah, I can't. There's a lot of stuff that's wintered over, and we've got a company that comes and cuts the grass and everything. But there's a lot of stuff out there that I can do.
I was curious because you got hit with that really bad storm. All of Texas really did. And it was really harsh. Do you even have a snowplow down there? Like the state, does it have one?
They had snow plows. Of course, a lot of people were staying home. They couldn't go anywhere because everything was closed anyway because it was so cold. It was shut in place early. But I didn't, I went home and Sheena and Jay, they didn't go nowhere. I stayed home. Sheena and Jay's power went out for a little bit. Ours stayed on. But she says because we are right down the street from the Arlington airport, they have to keep that airport open.
I gotcha. Allie says she's not 44, just to let everybody know. She is not 44. And oh my God, she said yes, that she bikes all the time, and it helps her with the energy so much. And that's the key. Now, the hardest thing about doing this for many people is the motivation to actually get up and get out there.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I keep saying it.
Yeah, it's me too. Because when I do it, it's like I have a hard time even leaving the house sometimes. I'm just like, I don't want to go. I don't want to do this. Once I leave the house, I don't want to come home.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm out and I'm doing something, and I find that energy in there. And when I do get home, a lot of times, like, okay, let's get some work done. Let's do stuff because I feel better. Worst thing you can do is what I often do, and Millie, you're having a problem with that too, is stay in because you can't bring yourself to leave. Like I said, getting out of bed. You do too, Bill. So what do you do, Bill?
Well, I get up. I get up. I take the dog for the walk. They're not my dogs. They're my daughter's dogs, and I will take them for a walk. When the weather warms up, I will ride my bike. I ride my bike sometimes like 5 miles. And I do a 5-mile trip back and forth. Just to ride, listen to my music, take my mind off of stuff.
5 miles.
Is that a problem?
And then sometimes I'll just sit outside and play my guitar.
That's nice.
Guitar.
We gotta hear you play sometime.
Yeah, music is the other one. Music makes happy, endorphins.
I
in your
have
brain.
to disagree with that one a little bit because my music that I always hear does not make me happy.
Oh dear.
But again, I am a karaoke host, so it doesn't always work the same way. Who's your friend, Jamie?
This is Toki. His name, it's short for Takala, which is Native American for fox. And he looks like a fox.
He's adorable.
He's my little companion. I want to register him for my depression because it's made a big difference. Oh, and he's so cuddly. Like, look at him. He loves this.
Yes,
he would just let me hold him like this all day.
I would be, if I tried to do that with one of my dogs, my arm would just break. It would give out and be done.
We have two.
My cats wouldn't like it. My cats don't like being picked up and held.
Same.
Allison says that he's a good boy.
Sweet.
Likes them. On there.
Same. So that's why get pets if you can.
Yeah, your daughter has.
My daughter has 4 dogs. 4 dogs, and the one, his name is Oreo. He glues himself to me. I mean, he'll come in here. I mean, he'll dodge right by and jump right on the bed. I'm here. I'm not moving. And when I go to call him off the bed, he just looks at me like I'm a jerk. He's like, no, I'm not moving, And but he loves me to death. He suffocates me. I mean, I have to push him away because he gets to where he wants to lick me to death. And he's playful.
Yeah. I have one dog that likes to try to lick me to death, and I have another dog who she does whatever the fuck she wants. It doesn't really matter. She loves me, but she's like, I'm bored. She's like a cat. She's got the personality of a cat. Like, I'll do what the fuck I want. When I want attention, I'll come see you. And the other one just won't leave me the frick alone. I don't know why I covered that word up. I said fuck twice already. 3 times. But pets are really good. Pets are really good for that.
Yeah,
And another thing, when we're stuck at home, sometimes you are stuck at home and you can't leave, but that's where it comes in handy to be able to watch stuff on TV and the movies. And it's another segment we do on our open forums, which is the Couch Potato segment, where we'll tell you about different shows or movies you might be interested in watching during the week, maybe to break the monotony that you have not. Couch potato. Nom 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 nom. So if you're looking for something to watch,
I like that.
So-
that was a good idea.
so if you're ever looking for something to watch, just some of the things I discovered out there, you want to find something new to entertain your nights, keep you going. One of the shows that's on right now that a lot of people are raving about, but a lot of people won't watch, and we talked about very briefly on our last one, is WandaVision. If you get a chance and you're at all into the Marvel Universe, WandaVision is the show to watch. But I warn anybody that's going to watch it, don't stop after the first episode. The first episode is terrible. It's boring. You don't know what's going on. You got nothing. But stick with it, because it comes together to be one of the most phenomenal shows I've ever seen. If you get a chance, check out WandaVision, streaming on there. The reason being, of course, it was supposed to be hour-long episodes. Well, because of the pandemic and how everything worked, they split it up and divided them into half-hour episodes. So you don't get your teaser until the end of the second episode of WandaVision to understand there's more to it than what you're going to view in the first few. Stick with it. You'll definitely enjoy it. Another good show that came out recently, I would say, for people to watch is called Debris. It's only got 1 episode out right now, but it looks very, very interesting. If you get a chance, Debris is really interesting show. It's basically debris from an alien spacecraft that they just came across the wreckage, and it's just falling to Earth. But it's very sci-fi if you like that kind of thing on there. And of course, Coming to America 2. I have not seen it yet, but it is on my list to watch, because if you ever liked Coming to America, which I loved that movie,
Yeah.
I got to
That
see
was
the
good.
second one.
That's
So
on my list.
that's on there. So those are my recommendations for that really quick. And like I said, we'll just have little segments for a lot of our panelists who are just going to share a small bit of information they like, and that gets them through, so maybe you can find something new to do as well. So what about TV for everybody else? Anybody else enjoying anything new on TV?
I'm not watching new stuff right now, because most of the new stuff I've binge watched it already.
Right.
I'm actually binge watching stuff I never saw before, because I used to not really watch much TV. So right now I'm binge watching Lost.
I still have
never
not
saw it.
seen Lost. I cannot
I
believe
like it.
I've never seen Lost.
I really am liking it. I'm in season 2 right now, and I'm really liking it.
I've heard it's a great show, and I've never gotten to see it yet. Cobra Kai, I'm still hooked. I'm going to bring that up every
I
time,
love
because that's
that.
my
I
favorite.
saw
Oh,
it.
I like
binge
that
watched
one.
right
I
away.
watched that.
Yeah.
Love it.
That was good.
Yes.
Love that one.
Yeah, definitely one to watch out there. How about anybody else? Any good TV shows you want to mention out
Resident
there?
Alien. Do you guys have Resident Alien?
Resident Alien's not bad. I've watched
It's
that.
funny. We watch it
it
on
is.
Wednesdays.
That's
I
another
watched,
good comedy show.
When it was
I
called
like some
Away.
of the horror stories, the haunting of Winchester House and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I watched those the Frankenstein Chronicles.
Bly
I watched
Mansion,
that.
Hill House.
Yeah.
Frankenstein Chronicles.
They
Hill
have
House was a
those in
really good
Vancouver.
remake they did, or the
They filmed
remake
those in
series.
Vancouver.
Yeah, so you got all the Canadian insider sources. So that's
Yeah.
you got the Haunting was really good remake.
My
Haunting
friends
Hill
worked
House.
on it. That's why I know.
Yep, Gabe, you're back. Hope you got everything worked out for you.
Technical difficulties.
It happens to the best of us. What were you saying, Jan? What do you watch?
Away. It's on
Away, I don't know
Netflix.
what that is.
It's
Away.
Hillary. What the heck is her name? Swank.
Swank.
Yeah,
I don't know another
it
Hillary
was-
that's enacting.
Yeah,
So it's
it
got to be
was-
Swank.
Netflix is the only one I watch. Sometimes they just like the older movies. I'll catch them again. Newer movies, I'm waiting for the coming back to America. Too, like you mentioned. I'm waiting for that to come back. Cobra Kai, I've seen the whole thing in over a weekend. I just binged it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, every
I
time
love
I
Yeah.
hate Cobra Kai that it all comes out at once, because when it does a season, I watch that entire freaking season. I'm like, now what?
Me
And I'm
Yeah.
still waiting.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
want more.
5-hour session for all of it. I'm like,
Yeah, Will and I do the same. We watch it in the
Mm-hmm.
weekend.
that's what I miss. We talked about on our TV show episode one time. Gabe was on that, and we were talking about that. It's kind of cool they release it all at once, but there's something to be said for waiting.
Sure.
Getting that cliffhanger, waiting a week, and then getting it answered. versus watching the whole show, getting a cliffhanger, waiting a year, and having to binge that whole show again just to catch up and remember what actually happened. Cobra Kai is okay because it's worth it. What about you, Anthony?
Let's see, what's the last? Hellstrom was a good show. I thought I thoroughly enjoyed. I
have not watched that yet. I really want to. I didn't really grasp what it's even about.
It's kind of like angels and demons and stuff like that.
That kind of show.
Yeah, it's really good. I just kind of saw it in passing and figured I'd give it a shot and was hooked by the first episode.
That's I got to start it because it's really. And Gabe, you just came in. We were asking what TV shows or movies you've been interested in lately.
Yesterday I started watching Resident Alien.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Jamie was just talking about. That.
Which is
Oh my God, I
it's
pissed
definitely-
myself with this.
it's definitely dark. It's I like it though. We're only 2 episodes in, but just started watching that. And then today yesterday that movie came out, Raya and the Last Dragon for Disney. I thought that was really good.
That was good. A lot of the shows or the movies that come out, I never know because they're releasing them sometimes now for adults or kids or stuff like that. Like one that was really good, Anthony, is Soul. This is another one.
My
Definitely.
favorite. That's a good one.
An adult movie, or not like adult like Fritz the Cat or anything, but definitely an adult movie, but really, really good. And then sometimes they come out and they're totally for the youngest of kids, and I like the good mix of it. I wanted to see Raya, so I'm gonna.
Well, Soul is definitely the adult take on death, and I think Coco is the
kids take.
Kids take. But
that was also a great movie.
Both beautiful movies. I love that movie.
Our last mini segment that we're gonna do actually involves you, Gabe. You already know that, so. Gabe is going to consistently find our weird news stories, give us like 2 news stories every week or unique things he's found across the internet. So that is, of course, going to be Grady's special segment.
Yeah, so they did what now?
All right, so what did we find on Grady's Believe It or They Did What Now?
Okay, so I got good news and bad news. So what would you like to hear first?
Whatever you got me queued up for.
Oh, well, this is the good news. Okay, so this is from Reuters. A Thai Navy rescuers, they rescued 4 cats from a burning ship. So,
that's good news.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Thai Navy sailors have rescued 4 ginger cats that were abandoned on a burning ship in the Andaman Sea. The human crew had already been evacuated, but the Navy soon discovered
that is the cutest picture right now, actually.
Right. There's another one that I wasn't able to find, but it's all 4 cats sort of standing on the mast.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, that's got to be a really rough thing to do. Because, cats don't like the water. How did they make that decision?
Yeah, I would imagine they were living on it. But sailors swam out to the capsized boat. Reportedly, the felines suffered no injuries and are healthy. So
that's good.
So all 8 members of the ship's crew members had jumped off the vessel and left the cats to fend for themselves. So the Thai Navy took it upon themselves and rescued them. And since then, the images have gone viral, and the Thai Navy is getting a lot of kudos for that. So kudos to those guys for saving the 4 ginger
That
kids.
is good. Now, you gave us this really happy story. Now you're going to depress us?
A little bit. Not depressed. So whenever you're looking for strange news, for some reason Florida is the easiest place to find it. So I don't know why. Because
we don't have Gail Marie on here. She's
searching for weird news is not as easy as they thought it was going to be.
No.
So the headline for this one, which is from clickorlando.com, is Florida woman stabs sister with EpiPen because she's allergic to drunks, police say.
Allergic to drunks?
Allergic to drunks. So a Florida woman stabbed her sister with an EpiPen as the two were drinking together because she's allergic to drunks, according to the Naples Police Department. Police say they responded to the home of Joanna Zielinski, shares with her sister around 10:30 p.m. on February 11th due to a 911 call hang-up. Zielinski's sister told officers that they had been drinking together, hard to believe, and at some point she got tired and wanted to go to sleep while Zielinski stayed up and continued drinking. Records show the victim said Zielinski went crazy and attacked her with an EpiPen, stabbing her multiple times, including her on her left thigh where a welt had formed. When asked about the incident, police said Zielinski replied, "I'm allergic to drunks, so I injected her with the EpiPen so she wouldn't be drunk anymore." What's the big deal?
My God.
Oh my gosh.
First responders arrived on the scene and said the victim wasn't actually injected with any medication during the incident because of the way Zielinski was holding the EpiPen. So
She didn't even do it right?
It was just probably blunt trauma.
Right. I'm sad she wasn't really injected because that might work for me, actually. I deal with a lot of drunks. And if that's a thing and it works, I might want to try that.
And unsurprisingly, this is not the first time that she has been violent towards her in the past. And 62 Zielinski, age 62, was arrested on a battery domestic violence charge. So
at 62 years old, she should know how to use that EpiPen properly.
So I think,
I'm just saying she should, and I'm that is very sad and disappointed. Like I said, because now I don't know if it works, and I don't really want to randomly try it on other people. But if there's a chance it works, it could be worth it. I don't know. You don't think so? No. Okay. Just hoping. I'm beginning to think I'm allergic to drunks. Like I'm beginning to think that over time. Well, that definitely is a good weird news story. They're both were so the cats were saved, and somebody is allergic to drunks and used an EpiPen to cure it. Like, where's our pretty Cookie Monster rocks that we had last week?
I'll try to find those for next week.
All right, that would be perfect.
I'll try to keep it going with good news, bad news, so that we got something bright to look at as well.
So anything else on anybody's mind that they want to share tonight or wanted to talk about tonight? Everybody jumped on. I thought you had something.
I can tell you guys something.
Okay, Jamie, go ahead.
My first commercial came out.
You did?
Ooh.
Oh, it did.
Yes.
So you do voiceovers. I remember.
I started in acting as a teenager, and then I moved into the inside of BC. And back then, you couldn't really do much unless you were in Vancouver. So I started back up now that my kids are all grown up, and I got a commercial. So it's actually me. There wasn't really any voiceover for me to have to do in that. It's a Go Auto commercial. I don't know if you guys even have Go Auto.
I've heard of Go Auto. I don't know if we have them or not, but I've heard
for cars, right? In vehicles. Yeah. So if you look up Go Auto on Facebook, it's the Go Auto careers and stuff has my I'm smashing a car.
Oh, that's the kind of commercial I want.
Right.
Oh my god! It was the best emotional release ever in my life.
Like kind of pales that whole laughing yoga thing, doesn't it?
It did, yeah.
Like, was it a new
I've never
car?
done that. It felt good. No, it was Go Auto donated a car for us to use for the commercial.
But how pretty did it look?
It's pretty. Looks pretty.
What? Not anymore.
Right. Like not like a rusted out junker. Like.
No, it was a nice car.
That's good.
Just look it up.
The prettier the better.
You'll laugh.
Right? If you're gonna smash a car.
It was a pretty car.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it.
Excellent.
GoAuto.com. Congratulations on doing your first commercial.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. That's why you haven't seen me yet. I've been busy down here getting my green screen and everything ready. So now I'm ready. Now I can show you guys funny stuff from Canada.
I hear there's a lot. I was like, it's like a different Florida, really. I heard there's a lot of stuff that happens up there. Very enjoyable, very unique. It's kind of like another country entirely. It's like Ohio.
Canada has
No.
everything. Canada has everything.
They do. Anybody else have any news they want to share before we finish this off? No, you're supposed to jump on with stories, you three who jumped on. Jamie had one. Something you want to get off your chest, something you want to talk about. It doesn't matter. We're always still happy to have you. It's been great. There's no final words, of course, on our episodes, our Sunday episodes. This is, of course, the open forum show. You can free to talk about anything. We hope that people will consistently start to engage more and ask us problems through the chat. We really want that to drive the show. We'll fill the time with whatever we can, but it's very important that you drive the show for us. We're here for you. We want to be your friends. We want to be able to help you through anything you're going through right now. It's a very difficult situation. Don't forget, you can always call into the show if you ever want to, which is actually what Jan and Bill both did, by going to earshouldervoice.com/join. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow, of course, to all those good things. But a reminder also, you can chat with us anytime. Even if we're not doing a show and we're not on here, feel free to go to the Ear Shoulder Voice Facebook page, or go, if you want to do it anonymously, you can do it through our website at earshouldervoice.com, and ask us any questions, talk to us about a problem. If you just need somebody to talk to for any reason whatsoever, do it. We'll respond to you. We don't have to be doing a show for that to happen. So please be sure to do that. Coming up on Wednesday, the next topic show is the bully impact at Wednesday at 7. We're going to talk about how bullies have affected us through our lives. Maybe we were the bully. Maybe we were both the bully and the receiver. Maybe we were the receiver, the tortured one. And we're going to talk about bullies and stuff, and then we'll be back the following Sunday with our next open forum show. So glad to have everybody here. Anthony, great having you as always. I like you're talking about. I like the whole mahogany sessions. That sounds interesting, especially the original artists, because I'm a huge fan of Postmodern Jukebox, and they do it. But I've always wondered what that would be like with the original artist pulling that off. Yeah. Jan, nice of you to pop on here. I'm sorry. I hope you get a nice recovery going for you, and you can walk again soon and get back to that wonderful yard work.
Yep.
That's very important. Well, for you, for me, it's not. It's it's the art. It's in the back. I'm not looking at it. Jamie, first show. Glad to have you on here. Glad to have you talking for us. Congratulations on your commercial.
Thank you.
That's absolutely fantastic for you. I know that's something you've always wanted to do.
Bucket list, check.
Yep. Don't stop there. This could be a big career for you.
There's so many.
Yep.
There
Let's
is.
go to acting.
Oh gosh, I've been having fun up here. There's a lot of shows. Jan Arden has a show. I was on that with my mom. I took her down to Calgary and we were on it. We had a blast.
Excellent. Well, hopefully it's just going to be up from here. And that'll help you out, because we all deal with a lot of things. I know you've dealt with a lot of things in your past and your day-to-day life, and that's helping, I think, to pull you out of it, which is great. Bill, love having you here, of course, as well, too. Nice of you to pop on by. Sorry your AA meetings are weird, but that's going to go back to normal at that point. I'm glad that you're still getting through it day by day. I'm glad to see you every time you appear on the show. You are a pleasure to have on.
Well, thank you very much.
Very welcome.
I just take it day by day.
Yeah, well, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. If you don't take it week by week or month by month or year by year, because you don't know what's going to change between those time frames. So day by day is the way to do it. Millie, better late than never. But I love having you on here. I know you got some other stuff. Your schedule is filling up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having a lot of stuff going on now, but I can't tell you, you always bring a smile to me and everybody on this panel, so we love having you on here.
I love being here.
Thank you again. And Gabriel, for the first time, I think you had the major
it was
technical
overdue.
difficulties. It was your turn. Mm-hmm. You had to have it. But we're glad to have you on here. I love your little news stories. I hope you bring more of those to us every single Sunday, because those are fantastic. And it's a nice way to lighthearted. And in a world where everything seems like so shitty, it's nice just to see something like that. Mm-hmm. And, you won't see that shit on CNN or Fox. So there you go. We are the show that brings you the good stories.
That's right.
That's right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. At Ear Shoulder Voice, return every Sunday for our open forum shows, every Wednesday for our topic shows. We'll see you all later. You have a great night. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.
Bye.
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 Hey guys, Keith Lippman here for Ear, Shoulder, Voice. While you're here, why don't you like, share, subscribe, and follow so you can be notified of all our new broadcasts that we're bringing to you live every week and live chat during the show. You can also head on over to www.earshouldervoice.com, find out more information, suggest topics you'd like to see our panel discuss, and even apply to be a guest panelist yourself. Well, there's the four. There's the actual main panel. I was like, there we are.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened today. It's just cutting out and all sorts of craziness.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw you like moving your head and shaking and something. Like, does he have audio? Is something not working? You're just like,
no. First, like, there was a point where everybody laughed, and then it did something to my sound card and just completely blanked everything out.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
And then
gave your
I
sound
reset
card,
it.
our laughter gave your sound card a virus.
And then I reset it. I just got back into it when I came in to say goodbye or to do our thing. And then shortly after that, everything started spinning and my wireless network card just stopped working.
Oh, jeez.
So thankfully I could just unplug it and plug it back in, and usually that does the trick. But yeah.
At least
Needless to say, fuck technology today. Fuck
at least you got to do your little bits with the news, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, thankfully.
Well, those were
I was
great.
here for that. Yeah, try to keep that going.
So there was some topic there. Yeah, I was surprised everybody that jumped on. I didn't expect that so quickly.
Yeah, when I logged in late, I was like, whoa, there's a bunch of people already.
Yeah, it was just me, Anthony, and Gabe, and then it was going to be you, so that was going to be it. And the next thing you know, they just kept popping on. I'm like, okay. I was like,
It's a party.
gonna have to
Yeah,
work,
'cause I didn't really
work
have
on that a
anything
little
to
bit.
talk about today.
No, that's okay. Well, it's supposed to be us. We'll talk about maybe things that have happened to us or what we're going through. That's fine. But it's supposed to be anybody else that jumps on
Gotcha.
has something specific they want to talk about or something to bring up.
Right.
And I think I'll just have to make that a little more clear because this is new to us. The open forums are new to us. But I think they're going to work. I just think they need time to build up. So we didn't have Bill here.
No.
We need people to be able to bring up some questions like through the chat and stuff so people see what we actually do. And I don't think we really got as much of that
Gotcha.
as I was hoping to yet.
So I think we should ask those questions throughout the week on the webpage too. I think that would,
That's
as
a
far
good
as
idea.
because you can do Facebook polls as far as questions to ask, so that we
And then you
sort
can
of have
discuss it
prearranged.
on the next show, yeah.
I think that would be a good.
That
way
would
of
be good.
Growing.
I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to lean
Not
into
too
we have a
much.
topic though, because that's what I
Right.
want to avoid
Sure.
is having a specific topic. Even though this one was a lot about just what you're doing, I thought it'd be enough to bring up some situations, but
Right.
people are still getting by.
But like one or two, sort of openers or whatever. I think.
Yeah, but it turned out it's still good. It's still going to be a good idea. It's just like when we did our first shows that weren't open forum. It took a while for it to get boosted, and then it will. And then the open forums just got to get people to understand exactly what we're trying to do with that too.
Right.
But I think they're a good choice to have because some people do have things on their mind that are not related. I guess everybody's just doing good this week. I can't complain about that.
Mm-hmm.
I could complain about that, but I'm not going to. Because I can complain because I'm not doing good and they're doing good, and that's just not fair.
Well, that's good.
Oh, that's good. Thanks, Gabe. Thanks for
Right.
being there in my corner.
You bet.
I was like, you're always so helpful.